Yes guys, welcome back. We are back in today for legs. It is Friday, the 12th of July. My mum's birthday today. My mum is over for the weekend as well, so I'm gonna bring her food tomorrow for her birthday. I'm also moving house today as well. Collecting the keys this morning, so booking all over the place at the moment. It's been a busy morning, a busy week. Needed half an hour before this to get the head on, get focused, because we have a big session in line today. So we are 3 weeks in to this dieting phase. I'm in around 7 kilo down so far, which is a great start. Feeling a lot tighter, feeling light on my feet. Feeling good in the gym as well. Performance is really moving forward too. So today we have legs. We started a new split 3 weeks ago as well. So it's the same split. Sessions are more or less the same as well. There's a few small adjustments made. So I'll take you through our leg session A today, which is a good one. We have the pendulum squat back in, which we haven't ran in probably like a year or so. So it feels good. It felt nice last week. So I'm looking forward to getting back in today, having another go at it, progress this again. And yeah, I'll take you through kind of what today's session is. But it's a good one, good atmosphere in here today. Like it's a busy morning, but I feel locked in, I feel good, I'm ready to get after it. So big leg day. So again, just before I actually start legs, I just kind of get some blood in, get lubed up, get the knees nice and warm, and just try and force some blood into muscles. So again, this is not on my plan. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just kind of getting things moving, get myself mentally ready, and just getting some blood into the muscles I'm about to work before I actually start going in. Mentally get myself ready, but also just get myself kind of like fire it up and get muscles, waking muscles up so they know what's about to happen basically. No scientific reason behind it, no like specific things we're doing, just whatever fucking I feel like needs to be done before the session to get me ready. 5 minutes or so, just really getting fired up. I like extensions, Bulgarian split squats, lunges, just body weight, just to really kind of get everything going. Perfect. First set done here. Rep range on that was 13 reps. I'll probably increase the weight on that next time. Aim for in around 10 to 12. But that's one rep up on last week. Felt really good. With this as well, you will see that I really try and own every inch. So I try and hold the stretch for a second, hold the contraction for a second every rep as well. I feel like for me, I get the most out of my hamstrings when I do that. I feel like when I don't have them little pauses, I just lose that connection and that kind of accuracy with my hamstrings. So little pause in both ranges. A cue I like to think of as well as I contract is, instead of kicking the feet down, I like to think aggressively contract. So as I pull, I don't think about just kicking the heels from the top to the bottom. I think about contracting, but like with power, with aggression, like aggressively contracting. So not kicking it, contracting, but not super slow up and down. Some aggression and oomph in it as well. Because yes, connection's important, but at the same time, it needs to be matched with load and aggression and power through the reps as well. So first set done, feeling pretty good. 7. Come on, focus. Yep. Come on. Okay. Beautiful. Yep. Lovely.
Good traction. Heels down, with 6 pounds. Heels through.
Oh.
Smaller the motion, come on. Keep doing it, the next one. Start bubbling.
Yeah. Thank you. One cue that Cuba gave me there was no double bounce. That's something, when I double bounce, or when most people double bounce, it's usually because I kick it down too hard and I try and catch it at the bottom. When I think about aggressively contracting and dragging through, I don't have that double bounce because it's like a clean contraction. When I kick it, it's like I try to catch it at the bottom and hold it, you know what I mean? So it bounces back up a little bit. So that's what he meant by no double bounce. And as soon as he said that, I was like, oh fuck. So even though I know that, having someone there with you sometimes, when they cue you, sometimes you can get carried away with your set and think about just blasting through it. So having someone remind you of them cues can be beneficial because it keeps you focused. It keeps your ego in check and it just makes sure that the quality throughout them sets remains high. And then obviously with him cueing me for my set, I think when you're training with someone, I think that needs to be reciprocated so you're both getting the benefit. You know, if they're cueing you through a set and wanting the best for you, I think it has to be reciprocated. And that way, mentally you're both in the same session, you're both focused on each other's set as well as your own. It makes for a much more enjoyable session knowing that you're both really pushing each other to be your best and getting the most out of each other as well. With the belt on this, I said this before, when your hamstring pull is seated, the first thing that wants to give way is like your lower back wants to arch forward and your hips want to shoot. And it's your body trying to make it easier for itself. Glutes trying to come in, hips trying to come in, everything else trying to come in. So I feel like with a belt, it drags my hips back into the bench and allows me to brace against it. So it doesn't shift me forward, I can load hamstrings more. Again, do you have to use a belt? Absolutely fucking not. Is it going to benefit you? Who knows? Try it and I'll find out for yourself. There's no right or wrong way to do something. It feels good for me, I benefit from it. My sets are stronger, I get more from my hamstrings. So try it. If you do, use it. If not, you don't have to use it. So yeah, that's the reason why I use it. So that's 3 sets of hamstring curl done, all in the rep range of like 10 to 12. I progressed on 3 of them. So I was 1 rep up on every set in comparison to last week, with execution still the same again. So we will take that, especially being in the dieting phase too, and being just over 3 kilo down since last time I've done this session. We will take that. We will take progressions like that. Like 1 rep, I will fucking take, especially when form is the same. I'm happy with that. So it's a good start to the session. It's always nice to set the tone, but again, it just goes to show that a lot of this is mental. Because like I said, it's been a busy week. It's been a stressful morning as well. It's been a bit out of routine in comparison to usual, but give myself that time, like 10, 20 minutes before the session, just to mentally get myself ready and switch myself on. It's all on the mind, what you do in the session. If routine's out of whack, if something is different, don't let that negatively affect your session. There's a job to be done. Get the head focused and come in and just fucking get it done. There's no other choice. Extensions. Ooh. So I would do probably 2, maybe 3 warm-up sets here, depending on how it feels. You know, I like to pull my hips right down and then start to pull from right up at the top of the quad. So beautiful. Okay. Yeah, come on then. Oh yeah. Oh. 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 Easy, come on. Oh. Yeah, so second exercise done, leg extension, 2 sets on that, First set, 15 reps, which was 2 reps up on last week, which we will fucking take. I'm super happy with. I dropped the weight 20 pounds for the second set, and I took 14, which is matched on last week as well. So 2 rep progression on the first set, matched on the second set. Feels amazing, knees feel good, quads are pumped. Job done. Super happy with that. So third exercise in, leg press, Nitrum leg press. This is where the fun begins in the session. It's been good so far, progression's taken, everything feels good. So leg press next, 2 sets. Lovely. Warm-up sets on this especially, I think they're an opportunity to kind of set a tone for the working. So as deep as I fucking can, as accurate as I can, and then when I get to the working sets, that standard is already set. I can't fucking go shallower. You know, I can't, you know, just get sloppy. I have to maintain that same standard I've set in the warm-ups. So warm-ups are important. They set the tone. So 4 plates, first set, 6 plates. Touch this, 2 or 3 reps, and then we'll see. Probably work next if it feels good. But let's do it. Oh yeah, don't overcomplicate it. If you ask me why I do so many warm-up sets, or why I use one machine instead of another, or any little details like this, 9 times out of 10, my answer will be because it feels good. It's as simple as that. There's not always a scientific reason as to why I'm doing a certain thing. Most of the time, it's just, it feels good. It works for me. It's what I feel I need in that moment. So don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. If it feels good, you don't need anyone else's permission. Do it if it feels good. All the way. Hips down. Hips down. Only. Good. Make them hard. Come on. Stay with it. Try. Go. Hard tank. Exactly. Come on. Oh! Let's go. Get the depth. Come on. Don't fuck them. Come on. Drive, drive, drive. Right. Don't get so caught up with perfect execution that you forget what's needed to actually fucking grow, which is going to be taking them sets to absolute failure. So as you'll see, execution is important. It's super important in fact, but realize that execution without intensity and without taking them sets to failure is absolutely pointless. The mix of accuracy, execution, plus intensity, that's where the magic will happen. So that's 8 plates plus a 10 for that first set. It was 8 plates for 12 last week, and that was for 10 reps. So a 10 kilo extra each side, 2 less reps, but I'm happy with that. That was 10. I don't like going below 10 reps for a leg press. I feel like for me personally, I feel like I just end up using everything but quad. So I think for me, 10 is a sweet spot. I'll hold that weight and I'll try and build on that next time, but I'll drop back to 7 plates for the second set and aim for 12 plus here, a higher rep set. With the leg press as well, I'm really making a conscious effort to not rest between my reps. I used to always do it. And I used to finish this set, loads of reps, but not much quad. So I'm really trying to keep them pretty consistent and not resting more than like 2 seconds at the top, especially at the end. Again, just really trying to put as much tension through quads as possible. And I definitely responded a bit better for it as well. So it's just kind of constantly that mindset of trying to think more like a bodybuilder than a powerlifter. And just trying to drop the ego, even though I could put a bit more load on for like doing reps with rest in between. I get more off my quads here. So I think detaching ego and boxing smart sometimes is it's needed if it means more growth for me and I'm seeing more growth from it. It's the ultimate goal at the end of the day.
Let's go. Strong front. On. Exactly. Come on, come on. All the way through. All the way through. Nice.
Fuck off. I'm feeling I'm not going to be doing crazy weight on this today. So there's going to be people looking at this being like, I'm fucking doing more than him. Yeah, you probably are. Because I'm weak as shit when it comes to squats. So my legs are fucking 7 foot long. And it's like fucking climbing down Mount Everest trying to get down. Like for someone with shorter legs, it's like 2 seconds on the way down. For me, it's like fucking, feels like I'm going down forever. No excuse though. It's a pussy.
Deep stretch. Deep fucking stretch.
Oh.
Own it here. Own it.
Oh. Oh.
Track your wheel.
Oh.
Easy.
Oh.
Come on.
Oh.
Go.
That was 2.5 kilo up from last time. Matched reps. I'm fucking frustrated though because I know what happened that last rep. I didn't focus enough, I didn't brace enough. And I fucking got stuck in the middle. Fucking pissed off, man. Something that drilled into me and it's got a lot better over the past while, but shouldn't let that happen. Schoolboy error, that'll have to be rectified. And next set will have to be a lot better than that. Oh. 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 As if my quads weren't fucking blown enough. By the way, that's my quads full blown. They're just still smaller if you can't tell. But to me they feel full blown. Fifth movement in, hamstring curls next. Line hamstring curl to finish off the main portion of legs. And 2 sets on this, which is beautiful to finish off on. Well, it's disgusting, but it's better than fucking lunges, isn't it? I think for me, when I diet as well and I lose some body weight, legs actually feels a lot better. I feel like I get fitter, my cardiovascular improves. I feel like I can creep more reps out of sets as well. So yeah, when I diet, legs actually progresses for the most part. So that's 1 set done. 2 sets of like 10 to 12 again. Again, rep ranges are a guideline. There's no magic kind of number here I'm looking for to kind of build muscle. I'm just making them nasty. Again, with hamstring curls here, I don't like kind of like 7, 8 reps. I like in around 9, 10, 11, 12, in and around that. I feel like that's kind of just where I get most from them. So 2 sets here around 10 to 12. We'll be bang on. Again, I like spending time in each range. The stretch, the contraction, just making them hard. Again, it's the way I like to do it. I don't feel by fucking weight around I get much from it. It's just me. If you do it, but I just show the way I train, the way I make my progression. It's not the right way, it's not the wrong way, it's what I do. So take it with a pinch of salt. If you want to try it, but I'm never going to say this is how you do things, because it's not. Everyone's different. everyone prefers different methods as well. Oh. 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 Connection and how a movement feels, I think, is definitely important, but I feel it's something we can get caught up in, kind of chasing sensation too much and how something feels too much, and maybe forgetting about what's also super important, which is the eagerness to hunt down progress within movements and to actually progress in terms of weight as well. That is also important. So I think feeling the muscle work and getting a good connection is definitely a great starting point, and I think that needs to be the case. But I also feel like chasing sensation, but that's all you're chasing, I don't think that's enough. It's like doing a load of push-ups or using a resistance band and doing some bicep curls. It feels great, you get a good pump, but is that going to build the muscle that we want? So personally, I think connection is important, but I also feel like it's important to be eager in terms of chasing down progress, where like pushing the weight forward and pushing out the reps forward and trying to progress within that movement as well. So you will see in a leg press and the pendulum, you will see that I don't bounce out the bottom. I always kind of emphasize a little bit of a pause in the bottom. And that's not like because I feel like it's like better for like muscle growth or anything. I think for me personally, I feel a little bit safer. I feel a little bit more confident, and I feel like I can get a lot more from my quads with a little bit of a pause. So I think in the past, when I was younger, I used to bounce out of the bottom a lot to kind of catch some momentum. And I feel like that really battered my knees over time. So now, after kind of seeing my knees improve over the last while, I'm just very cautious on not bucking them up again, basically. So that's why I take a little bit of a pause in the bottom, so I can eliminate stress on my knee that I used to get, and I feel like I can then be able to drive more through quads. So personally, I feel like I get more, but that's why, not because I feel like it's better, but for me personally, it's definitely enabled me to progress my legs more, because I can consistently train them with no pain, harder as well. So calves, if you want advice on how to train calves, go to someone else's YouTube. No, finish off with calves, 3 sets here on a toe press. Finish off again with calves. I like anywhere from like 10 to 15 reps personally. And again, I pause in the stretch, I pause in the squeeze, and I just think about making them worth. I've tried lifting crazy heavy on calves, and for me, I didn't really see any response. So I make them hard, I squeeze, I stretch, and I just try and make them fucking put as much blood in them as I possibly can. And they're still shit, but they've definitely improved. So if you look at somebody with big calves, don't look at them for getting big calves, because most of the time, genetically, they've always fucking had them, and they probably don't even train them either, unfortunately. So yeah, 3 sets here. I actually train calves every leg day and every push day as well. So frequency is quite high because they recover quite fast as well. Definitely grown a little bit, so it doesn't help being tall when your legs are so long and fucking, but again, excuses, I'm just small. Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Legs done. You may ask, why am I doing arms on leg day? It's limb day, just limbs. I have shit arms. My arms recover fast, so I pretty much train them every day. I don't have an arm day. I think for me, at the moment, it's more beneficial for me to run the same split as Cuba and have them rest days in between than put an arm day in that I've done before, and it's taken away from my recovery from the rest of my session. So instead of adding an arm day in and having less rest days, I'm just adding more arm volume in across each day and on leg days as well, basically. So that's what I'm doing. So today, finishing off with 3 sets of biceps, no triceps because I have pushing 2 days and I have like 10 sets of triceps in that day. So finish off the session with that. So really good session today. Seated ham curl, leg extension, leg press, pendulum, lunges, lion curl, and then calves and biceps as well. So beautiful. Even though I am 3 weeks into diet, I feel amazing. Diet hasn't really kicked in. It'll start to kick in a few more weeks and I'll start to feel the pinch a little bit more. But right now, the early stages are always a breeze and I will ride this wave now for as much as I can while feeling this good. The goal during the remainder of this phase as well, 3 weeks in, we'll probably run this for another, I reckon about 6 more weeks. I'll get pretty tight. I'll probably pull down to maybe like 117 or so and then push back up. I think at 117, let's just see. I know I've added a lot of muscle, but I don't like looking at figures because it is what it is. We'll see what we look like when we pull down more and we go from there. But that will set me up in a nice position to then catch a really nice reverse, have a big push up back then until the end of the year before prep next year, which I'm super excited for. So it's always on my mind, like, have I made enough progress? Am I making enough progress? Like, am I nowhere where I need to be? Like, there's doubts constantly run through your mind, and I think just trusting the process is so important. Not overthinking and just being like, look, I'm doing whatever I fucking can. It's not like I'm just gonna stop bodybuilding if I'm not making progress. I'm still gonna be doing it anyway, so keep doing what I'm doing, working as hard as I can, and just fucking trust in it. I know I'm progressing, so I just have to trust in that and believe that it's gonna be enough for next year. So guys, that is limb day, legs and biceps wrapped up. That was an amazing session. Like I said, stressful week, stressful morning, but these sessions always bring me back to life and just clear my head, take a big weight off my shoulders, and just that endorphin release and that dopamine fix. It's amazing. Clear heads. I'm a nicer person when I train. It releases all my stress. So I get to go home, spend time with my mum, go for food tomorrow. It's a good day. It's a good day. That's actually the MK meetup tomorrow. So I'll actually be going to that in the morning, which I'm super excited for. That's going to be a good day too. And then we're into another week of diet, week number 4. I will keep you updated with these videos as well. Obviously, full day of eating last week. I'll do another one in a few weeks again to kind of show you where we're at. And I'll obviously do a physique update as well to show you the progression throughout this phase as well. But mini cuts, off season, gaining phase, and then prep. It's going to come in very fast, but I'm going to take it all the way through with the weekly uploads. I've been on it, so I'll keep them going so you can follow the process. If you enjoy, keep watching, share, like, subscribe. I really appreciate it, guys. But thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.